So as you can probably tell by the fact that you are seeing my face right now, I made a mistake on this video, and you would be right in assuming that. So basically, if you're wondering what happened, well, the audio from this race, Richmond, was taken from my computer. My computer, like, I have a camera with it. For some reason, instead of going to this mic that I'm using right now, OBS decided to use the audio from my computer. So it's a little bit glitchy. It's like whenever you're watching like a TV show or like a news show or Sports Center or something like that, and they're like on a Zoom call and like they don't have like a mic like this, and they just use their like phone or whatever they're using. It basically just sounds like that, and it's not like terrible, I guess. It's just not like as good as the quality as this is right here. It's it's obviously there's kind of a little more static, I guess, than this. So I mean, there still is a static here, but not as bad. So I apologize for the different audio quality sounding different. You can also hear me like typing on my computer, like typing all the keys, which is obviously really weird. But it is a one race thing so far, and I'm not sure what happened. I'm assuming, I guess I just plugged in my mic after I opened OBS, so then that made it go to the default, which was then at that point the computer because I was the only mic available. But I apologize for that, and without further ado, let's go ahead and get into today's race, and hopefully this isn't like so bad that you guys just can't bear it.
Hello and welcome back to the Left Turn Cup Series presented by NASCAR Talk America. Tonight we are at Richmond Raceway and we are here for the first night race of the series and the 11th race of the series as well. And it should definitely be an interesting one, as I do want to have a quick disclaimer. It is currently storming at my house right now, so if you guys hear thunder, rain, anything like that, it's obviously that, or there may be a chance that maybe my power goes out, but we're on a laptop, so it should be good. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and get into actual race stuff here, as we have Rusty Wallace starting on the pole here with your current points leader Jimmie Johnson on the outside. Should be interesting, and honestly I have to go with Jimmie Johnson as my favorite for today's race, mostly because he's looking for a win. Sorry, I'm going to turn down my volume a little bit. And whoops, did not mean to do that. And he's looking for his win. He's only got one win on the season. He's looking to separate himself from his teammate Jeff Gordon, who is currently in second place in the point standings. So he's going to try and get some separation today at Richmond. But first, we got to go ahead and go to the green flag, as Rusty Wallace will bring us to the green flag start-finish line at Richmond. Mark Martin is all over the bumper of the 2. He's giving him a shove right now, but can't quite get away from the 48. I think he finally will in this corner. And now the 6 gets to the inside of the number 2, Mark Martin. We all know too well that Mark Martin is very hungry for a win in this series. 11 races, he still doesn't have a win, but there's 4 that anybody can argue easily that he had the fastest car throughout the race, and he will lead the 3rd lap of the race. Look at Kurt Busch. He just won a couple of races ago. He sits in 2nd place right now. So those 2 have kind of pulled away from him. Kurt Busch has been the one to take it from him. He was the most recent one at Martinsville to take it from Mark Martin. And as you look side-by-side action between a pretty interesting point battle between 24 and 48, but looks like the 24 will get to the inside of the 2 now and make his charge in the 3rd. Ricky Rudd, look at him. Ricky Rudd in the 21, somebody we haven't seen much of this season. He hasn't been bad, but he's just kind of been there. And today he looks like he's going to make a run for the top 5 right now. And Ward Burton, even just right behind him. He's somebody, again, I'd say he's had a little worse of a season than Ricky Rudd. He finds himself just outside the top 5. As Rudd battles Jimmie Johnson for position right now. It's a pretty interesting battle here, as your pole sitter Rusty Wallace has fallen back into the 4th position now. Take a look at the battle for the lead here. Looks like Paul Menard. What the hell am I saying? Mark Martin has pulled away a little bit from the 97, but both of them have pulled away a ways from the third place car of Jeff Gordon. And here we go. We got some side-by-side action. I don't know where Tony Stewart came from, but he just appeared and is past the 22 and is working on the 48. Ricky Rudd looks to the inside of Rusty Wallace now in the 21. Hopefully this is a sign that maybe that team has started to go back into form, as he will take the position on that lap and clear the number 2. Ricky Rudd, what a race so far. And here comes Tony Stewart trying to round out your top 5, and Ward Burton in the 22. Passing both the 2 and 48. And then looks like we got a pack behind there. We'll look after this battle stops. And Tony Stewart, he's not done yet. He gets to the inside of the 21. That 20 looking pretty fast here today. As it's been a couple races since we've seen that 20 really running well. He had a great start to the season. He hasn't been bad, but just hasn't really been able to get decent finishes as of recent. He had an issue at Auto Club, and that ruined what would have been a top 10 day. And now Ward Burton gets to the inside. The inside is obviously the preferred line here, especially in turns 1 and 2. That's when most people will complete the pass. And but there always is some side-by-side racing here. There's always a race at Richmond. As you see, the 20 actually gets somewhat of a run there. But it looks like the 22 will get the run off the turn. I'm not sure if he's going to be able to clear him quite yet. As you probably couldn't hear that, but there was some thunder there. And I think Ward will get the position here as Jimmy Johnson follows him. I'm going to take this time to look back, farther back in the field. As the 19 of Jeremy Mayfield, oozing with talent. Just always got to say that when he's here. He's in the 12th position, gets to the inside of his teammate, Bill Elliott. Maybe he does have a little bit of talent in that car. Here's Ricky Craven, side by side with Matt Kenseth. I think he's going to get the position there. Let's go ahead and check back in on your leaders. As Ward Burton's in 4th place. And Mark Martin has really gone off to his own zip code. He's not even running. His tires have not fallen off at all. Let's go ahead and look at your rear chase view. Obviously, that sun is blinding. That is the 97, and then there is the rest of the field. Not necessarily a huge lead by any standards, but that's a pretty considerable margin right there. As you look side by side, Ward Burton, look at him today. Somebody we have not heard from all season long is now battling Jeff Gordon, who's currently 2nd in the point standings for 3rd place. So a great day for this 22 team. They definitely brought a fast car to the track today. And, maybe this is a sign of things to come as the 20 of Tony Stewart gets to the inside of Jeff Gordon. The thing about here is once you get stuck on that outside, it's like, oh, maybe I'll be able to get down there, and then another car sneaks his nose right under there. And all it takes is to get that nose under there, go through a turn on the inside, and, that position might as well be gone. But there's a lot of back and forth. We've seen a lot of movement through the field, cars going up, and then all of a sudden they get stuck on the outside, and they fall back a couple positions, and they get on the inside of the car that went up. So it's a process here. As it looks like the 20s, it's kind of struggling to get this 24. It usually does take a lap or two to finally get the position, but each time in that turn you just get a run. I think he's going to get off at turns 3 and 4 here as Jimmy Johnson will now stick his nose onto the inside of Jeff Gordon. Looking up front here, still just smooth sailing for Mark Martin. Not a car in sight. Well, maybe some lapped cars, but when you look in his rear view mirror, you're not seeing stuff. But gotta say, Kurt Busch, he's somebody who we've talked about. He had a rough start to the season. He's somebody who's, if he's not running in the top 10 like he is right now, he seems to finish outside of the top 30, whether it be a mechanical issue. I don't think really speed, but when he's able to run well, he's gotten 2 wins. He's got 4 to 5 top 5s and a lot of top 10s. But he's got to just keep on running the way he has been these last couple of races, winning at Martinsville finishing second at Auto Club, and right now he's running in second at Richmond. If he can just keep this up, if he can get a top 5, slowly but surely he'll start climbing the points, and he really has been. He was out in the just barely in the top 15 in points. He's now in the top 10, I believe. So he's done a great job of turning this season around, and looks like Mark Martin has caught up to some lap traffic, and that has been his bane of, I won't go that far. If you play Minecraft, you know what I mean. His bane of arthropods would be the bane of Mark Martin. It just means his weakness. That's been his main weakness to this point. If you can't tell, I was playing Minecraft before I did this, so that's why I said bane. And he's not able to get around him, and that's going to allow the 97 to catch up here, and that's not good, because if you want to win a race, you gotta win it. And I'm not sure why the 6 is just right in behind the 190 here. He should go to the inside of him, but for some reason he just seems complacent behind. Look at his time; it slowed down a whole second and 8/10, almost 2 seconds slower riding behind that lapped car. And look who's here. Kurt Busch in the 97 is gaining ever so quickly. And as you know, Mark Martin, I don't know if he's trying to just do a 2-car tandem or something with the lapped car, but it's not going to work, as Kurt Busch is here, gets to the inside, but the lapped car will block him. He's going to go to the outside. He's going to pass him very easy. So that was all Mark Martin's doing. There is no and or ifs and or buts about it, whatever. That was all Mark Martin's doing there, losing the lead. Way too long sitting under a car. I mean, Kurt Busch just did it in about 2 seconds. It took him about 3 laps to finally pass him, but we'll see if he'll have the speed to catch back up to his teammate in Kurt Busch and try and get that lead back. I'm not sure if he's that much faster than Kurt to the point where he'll be able to, but he does seem to actually be gaining on Kurt. We'll see if this lap traffic up here has anything to say about it. Kurt once again gets stuck behind, just like Mark Martin. It will spell trouble. It's the outside as Kurt just easily goes under him, but I thought the 6 was about to try and bump draft the 127 this time, but he thinks better of it. I thought Mark was going to get to his inside there for a second, but the 97 blocks. He's right on his bumper. I mean, I'd say, let's see what times that 6 is running. He is running faster, and he looks to the inside of the 97. That 6 car is fast today. There is no and or if buts about it. Yeah, that is not how the saying goes, but you guys get what I'm saying. The 6 is fast today, and we've said that plenty of times, and we've seen failures. So don't count your eggs just yet, Mark Martin fans. I'm sure you already learned that. As this Viagra car retakes the lead on lap 24 of 60. Kurt Busch ain't no slouch. It looks like he got really loose in that turn. Does that allow Mark Martin to gain some, as we got some more lap traffic up here? I want to look back, but we'll see how this lap traffic affects him. Because you want to try and bump draft the 2-car tandem. That's the word. It's 0. Or Kurt Busch looks like he finally taught It took Mark Martin 40-something years, but Kurt Busch just taught him how to pass a car that's lapped. So maybe that'll be a pretty helpful skill to have learned now. As Tony Stewart is now in 3rd place, he's now reaching some lap traffic as the 22 goes to his inside. Looks like he's trying a 2-car tandem with the 190 as well, but the 190 blocks the 22. Wow, I mean, nowadays you see these lapped cars, they just go right to the outside, but I guess back in 2003, they did not take any days off, as Tony Stewart finally goes to the inside, but not before losing the 3rd position to Ward Burton. Farther back in the field, there's Jeff Gordon rounding out your top 5, but Jeremy Mayfield, we said earlier, might have a fast car. He's up here now. And Ryan Newman, we didn't see much of him really at all, and he's found himself in 6th place. There's your points leader, Jimmy Johnson. Ricky Rudd's fallen back a little bit. Johnny Benson, 10th place. There's Bill Elliott, Ricky Craven, Michael Waltrip, Rusty Wallace, and Jeff Burton. That's your top 15. Dale Jr., look at the 29 of Kevin Harvick having the race of his lifetime. sarcasm. I'm just saying that he's had a really bad season. And we're going to go ahead and work our way back up here to our leader, as Ward Burton's actually pulled away from Tony Stewart a little bit. And the 6 of Mark Martin is currently your leader. We're going to go ahead and go to a commercial break. You guys are about halfway through the race, and I'll see you after a word from our partners.
Today, I would like to give a shout out to one of my partners and good friends, the Beast9696, as he now has a Twitch channel, or he's had it for quite a while. I don't know why I said now, but he has a Twitch channel, and he does a lot of cool stuff like Apex Legends. He does Assassin's Creed Origins, and he does plenty more. Those are just the two that I've probably seen him do the most, but he does a lot more. He might even do NASCAR at times. I'm not sure, but he has a great channel. You guys should go and type that link in your browser. Once you're done with this, or you can open a new tab or something like that, type that link in, or you can look down below in the description in the partners section of our description, and you can find him there. But I highly recommend go watching him. He's definitely a great streamer. He's been on the grind. He was a Mixer streamer before Mixer died, and moved over to Twitch, so he's kind of trying to regain his footing that he had over at Mixer. So be sure to go check him out, and thank you, Beast, for being a partner.
We are now past the halfway point of the race. Mark Martin is still your leader, but Kurt Busch is gaining massively as he got stuck by the ever so talented Kyle Petty. And now it looks like he's going to get stuck behind the 777. But yeah, not much happened. You guys didn't miss much, just the 6 car passing some lapped cars, and the 97 doing the same. But let's go ahead and look back through the field. We got to be getting close to our pit stops. Green flag pit stops should be getting a little bit close. Got a lot of lap cars here in between the closest guy on the lead lap, and that is Tony Stewart, who currently sits in 3rd position. But Jeremy Mayfield looking to his inside. He's having the race of his life right now in that 19, as he looks to get into 3rd position. Oh, the 20 maybe got turned or something, but he saved it. He got loose. Not sure what happened in that turn, but he's able to luckily stay in it and not spin out. Excuse me, getting a drink right there. And Ward Burton looks to the inside as the slap traffic is creating problems for the 48 of Jimmy Johnson. And the 20 has really gapped these guys. Oh, actually, he didn't gap them. They just pit. Let's see if the 6 pit. If he pit, he probably is already back out at this point. Yeah, he's already coming off pit road. He's been out for so long. Or been down there for so long. As he comes off pit road, let's see. We'll stay here with the 6 and see where he comes out. Looks like here's some guys down pit road right now. Wonder who your leader is. There's the 97. The 6 currently sits in 31st. Now I swear, if he has fallen victim to that glitch that many have fallen victim to, which I believe is the case. Maybe not. We'll see here in a second. We're going to stay on the 6 as he should be your leader. I don't know if these guys up here have pit yet. That's the main question here. He's slowly working his way through the field. Let's see see if we can find the leader. It might be Kurt Busch if he fell victim to that glitch. No, Kurt's behind him. I don't think they all fell victim to it. So, yeah, there's Jeremy Mayfield in 3rd. So, we're just going to follow the 6. See if we can find the leader actually real quick. There's your leader, Tony Stewart. I don't believe he has pit yet, neither the 2nd place runner of the 48. I don't think they have quite pit yet, so they must be trying a long run strategy, or they might have pit. I'm not 100% sure on that, but I don't see how they would have come out with the lead. Also, if you notice, their lapse times are a lot slower, so they definitely have stayed out. And see if this strategy works for them. The main thing they're waiting for is a caution here, because the 6 of Mark Martin and the 19, I guess, of Jeremy Mayfield, who sits in the second position, or not right now, but when green flag pit stop cycle, they are gaining right now, and when they pit, it's going to be kind of rough, getting back onto. They will lose time. They will very likely lose position. So the caution can come out, save their asses, and the strategy will definitely work out for them, as they have a lot of the field, a lot of your leaders a lap down right now. And it should just be interesting to see how this plays out. Do they not even have to pit? There hasn't been a caution for them to have taken gas. There hasn't been. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you can make it the full 60 laps. There has to be a reason why these other guys pit, right? And that's something we just got to wait and see as they just make the rounds here in the 20. I think we'll go ahead. And there's Mark Martin, who should be the lead. Let's see what position he's in. He's in 16th right now. Not sure who else has stayed out, but apparently quite a few people have. And we're going to go ahead and go into our driver cam presented by the Beast 9696. If you guys want to go check them out, it's twitch.tv/thebeast9696. And we'll go in the driver cam of Tony Stewart until he finally decides to pit. And it worked! It worked! The strategy has worked. Unfortunately, the fast cars, I see the 6 right there, got back on the lead lap, but we are under caution right now. I'll go ahead and try and find the reason of the caution, but this strategy that Tony Stewart and I'm assuming Jimmy Johnson is still playing, but at least Tony Stewart's strategy has worked out as the caution has come out with just 10 laps to go, and I got to figure out what the caution was, but once we do, we'll have an instant replay. All right, so take a look here at the number 18 of Terry Labonte, and you can look at the 1 of Steve Park as well, as this will be the cause of your caution. Steve Park just kind of turns the 18. The 18 was kind of going up and down, so it's kind of a little bit of both there, and I don't know if that was frustration playing in, or if the 18 just got loose. I don't know. We're not sure, but one thing we are sure of is that Tony Stewart is the main beneficiary of this caution, as he is your leader. And remember, he stayed out, so I'm assuming he's going to have to pit and take tires, but we don't know that for sure. And we're going to go ahead and take a commercial break, and we'll be back during pit stops or whenever the green flag drops.
Alright, so I got another advertisement for ads here. If you guys want to see your ad placed in this spot right here so you don't have to see my beautiful face, let me know down below in the comments. You can also DM me on Twitter at LFC99, I believe, or the link is probably in the description. And you can also look at me on Discord, LFC, hashtag 4943, and I also have a Discord server in the description, so you guys can you guys can tell me on there. But yeah, plenty of places. Just let me know what you guys want me to advertise. It can be a YouTube channel, Twitch channel, whatever you guys want me to advertise. And yeah, let's get back to the race.
And there were no green, or not green, but there were no pit stops under the caution. So Tony Stewart, I don't know if he just has somebody in the car to give him extra gas or what, but he is staying out right now in the first position. And the first car on the lead lap is Jimmy Johnson, just in second right there. And then if you go all the way back here, Bill Elliott is in third. And all the way back here, you got Jeff Burton, Rusty Wallace. Still going back, John Andretti is on the lead lap, Kevin Harvick. And that is your current field as we're going to go green this time. Looks like Tony Stewart might be coming to get his second career win here. But I don't know how he did it. I mean, clearly most of the people thought you weren't going to be able to make it in terms of fuel, but Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, a couple others thought otherwise and are trying to stretch it. Now, there is the question that they are wrong and could very possibly run out of fuel. That's something we're going to have to wait and see. But here we go as the pace car pulls off. We're going to go green here. Tony Stewart will lead us. And we'll see. It's really just Tony Stewart or Jimmy Johnson to win this race right now. So we'll see how it goes. But Tony Stewart leads us to the green flag at Richmond. And Steve Park right away looks to the inside of the 45 as well as Labonte to the inside of the 48. Now, remember, these guys are on older tires. They have put 56 laps on these tires. So everybody's going to be passing them. So it's really just going to be a matter of who can, I guess hold them off. I don't know. I don't even know what's going to be. It's interesting. As you see, this 18, he's faster than him. He gets to the inside. He was the cause of the last caution, for Christ's sake. But he's going to get right to his inside and pass him because he's got the fresher tires. There we go. No lap traffic in between our leader, Tony Stewart, and second place, Jimmy Johnson, which could mean for... it doesn't look like he's gaining on him as we go to... We're coming up on 3 to go. I don't know why someone said 2 to go. 3 to go. And Tony Stewart is your leader, looking to win his second race of the year. Remember, his first win came in the Daytona 500, where he was able to hold off Matt Kenseth and Bill Elliott for the win there. And today he looks to hold off your points leader, Jimmy Johnson. This is definitely going to be a really big race in terms of his points. And down pit road he goes. He gives up and goes down pit road. Jimmy Johnson now cycles to the lead. Will he have enough fuel to finish off the race? If you notice, Jimmy Johnson was running very slow there. Maybe he was trying to save that last bit of fuel. He is going 2 seconds slower than the pace. Is he gonna pit right here? That's the question. Johnson stays out. Is he going to win in a fuel mileage race? Looking to get his second win of the season, I believe. Yeah, second win of the season. My pick, too. I picked him at the beginning of the race. I picked him to win. And here he is, leading the race late. He's slowing everybody up. Is he going to do some weird glitch and pit on the last lap? I don't know. But he is just taking it easy. He's got a whole pack behind him. He couldn't even get down pit road if he wanted to. And Jimmy Johnson will win at Richmond, not pitting once and running 60 laps on the same fuel and tires. Wow, what a crazy finish right there. Sorry, I forgot to say, final lap presented by NASCAR manager Simligo. I was so focused on the strategy aspect of this. But Jimmy Johnson, your points leader, comes out on top. And that is not what Jeff Gordon wanted to hear, I can tell you that much. But, and really, just the rest of the field, that's not what they wanted to hear either. So, great job by that 48 team by working out the strategy and actually being able to win this race. But as I've said, at the end of every race probably this season, if you're a Mark Martin fan, you are shaking your head, as we'll see where he ended up right now. He looked like he had a really great chance of winning this race again. But then the good old strategy bit him in the lip. And let's see, Mark Martin did still end up in third place, probably because he stayed out. But third place has got to be a disappointment for a team that led the first half of this race. And here's the rest of your top 10. And we got Rusty Wallace in second. Fourth place, Dale Jr., Scott Wimmer in fifth, Dale Jarrett in sixth, John Andretti seventh, Jimmy Spencer eighth, Kurt Busch ninth, Ryan Newman 10th, and Tony Stewart ended up 11th after pitting, so it's not too bad. Here's the rest of your field. Go ahead and pause it if you want to look at that, and we're going to go ahead and look at that. I've only got 39 drivers today. There is that. So go ahead and pause if you missed anything, and let's go ahead and look at your point standings. As I'm sure Jimmy Johnson has pulled away, and he's looking really good for his next race at Lowe's Motor Speedway. Let's quickly look at the standings. 146. Jimmy Johnson is actually running away with this championship right now, and I'm not sure if Gordon, there's plenty of time left, but we'll have to wait and see if Gordon's going to be able to catch up. He's going to have to go on a run of his own. 2 wins on the season for Jimmy Johnson. And Tony Stewart, obviously in third place right there. Rusty Wallace fourth. Bill Elliott back to fifth. Ryan Newman sixth. Mark Martin seventh. He was actually back in here. He's worked his way up because he's been able to get consistent results, but he still is looking for the goose egg right there in that column. That's something he's looking to get rid of. Look at that. He's led the most laps this season. Look at that. He has led more laps than anybody else this season, yet he has yet to have a win. That's got to be unfortunate for that team, and hopefully they're able to turn it around at some point. But Dale Jarrett in 8th, Matt Kenseth 9th, Kurt Busch in 10th. That's somebody who's probably disappointed with his finish, as he was looking to have a second-place day. And there is the rest of that. We want to go ahead and go down to the next row. Let you guys look at that. Kevin Harvick actually went up to 26th there. Shout out to him. What a great season for him. I can't even be sarcastic with that. And then there is that. Go ahead and pause it at any point, and there is that. So there's your field. We're going to go ahead and hit done. And next race we have is Lowe's Motor Speedway. Should always be a fun one there. I believe that's the Coca-Cola 600, so it'll be an even longer race than normal. So we'll have to see how that race goes. But I hope you guys did enjoy. Be sure to leave a like, hit the subscribe button, and comment down below your guys' thoughts and suggestions. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
Yeah, stop wasting my time. Trying to get mine, get out the way. Move, trying to get paid. Bands on the way, just bought a safe. Ooh, crib with a gate. I need me a lake, but that's on the way. Ooh, yeah, that's on the way.